Hello everyone, I'm Woko and welcome to Wokolandia. I've been wanting to do this for a while, and I know there is a lot of Star Wars customs starting from a Master of the Universe figure. And if we're talking about Darth Vader, the most iconic character in Star Wars, the customs are quite boring. Basically because if you try to condense his characteristic, he have a very cool and awesome mask and helmet and the main panel control on his chest. And that's it. The rest of the costume is basically black. Anything really appealing, unique or characteristic. And don't get me wrong, the character is awesome, I love it, I love everything about Darth Vader, I'm a huge fan of Star Wars. But if you try to translate this stuff on a simple toy or in a figure, without a lot of detail, the result is quite boring, pretty lame actually. Because of that, after I finished watching one of the last Star Wars series on Disney Plus, Obi-Wan, I decided to pick up another aspect of Darth Vader. If you are a Star Wars fan, obviously you already know, but if you are not, you need to know that Darth Vader once was a human, and after his fight versus Obi-Wan on the third film, Revenge of the Sith, he was brutally wounded, both arms and legs cut off, and he was basically burned alive. And despite his critical condition, he was able to survive. And after that, he was recovered, healed, almost healed actually, and arms and legs were replaced with prosthetic. But like I said, he never was full recover because his injuries was so bad that he need an entire life support suit for keeping himself alive. Basically without armor he would die immediately. He underwent several surgeries, and the most important one was the lungs completely collapsed. And after that, his burned and necrotic skin was replaced with synthetic skin. Even his eyes was ruined, and for this reason he never removed the mask. And why I tell you all of this? I don't know. For no specific reason actually, but the idea is make a Darth Vader without armor and full of muscle, because the original Darth Vader don't have all this muscle obviously. And like always, when I drag a new character from another universe in Eternia, he become a super steroid beast. And he is probably the reason why his armor failed to contain all this muscle. Basically explode, and now he don't need a life support armor because he's too cool without. I don't know. But the idea is you have a lot of detail without, and is quite different from the usual boring full black Darth Vader. I don't know, but yeah, this is the idea actually. And after explaining a little bit of story without too many spoiler and my crazy point of view, it's time to leave you on this custom. The idea is quite simple: mechanical arms and legs, and cover the entire torso with cybernetical implants and scars. For do this, I recover parts and bits from old project and custom, and I use Roboto arms and legs that fits perfectly in this project. And at last, I use on white primer Army Painter Speed Paint for color all this skin part of torso, legs and arms, and that gives me a very cool and awesome result. for fix the legs, like always, I use magnets and Fimo wire. The process is very simple. I press the Fimo wire on the legs like you see here, and after that I press the magnet inside for create room for glue the magnet after the Fimo wire was dry. I repeat the process with the other leg, and after that I use this same technique for place 2 magnets on the lower part of the torso. This process is very simple and is better than the usual elastic rubber for 2 reasons. The first one is you can color the leg side and reattach with the magnet after. And the second one is you don't have the tension of the elastic rubber and you don't risk to scratch and ruin the color on the legs. And after this step, this custom is finished. I really hope you enjoyed this video, and if you have some question, comment down below. I don't explain every single step, but overall I think it's quite simple to understand how I built this custom actually. But if you wanna know something specific, feel free to ask me in the comment. I'm really glad to answer your question. And before I leave you on the final result, remember, like, share and subscribe is the best way for support the channel and is completely free. And now I leave you on my personal Master of the Universe Darth Vader custom. Enjoy!